the research project in the very first place was to demonstrate ways in which we could challenge that view that local people are not interested, that local people are resistant to change, that everything would be fine if it wasn't for people involved. In other words, we've got all the answers if only the local people would accept them. And that's been the message in the past from these kind of climate change programs. And we are demonstrating that people are interested, do want to be involved, do want to be informed, are hungry for knowledge and are prepared to change.
I'm Sarah Thomas and I live on Welford Street, so it's East Salford, so it's the student area just up near Seaford Road.
I'm Julie, I'm from Salford. I've lived in Salford all my life. I'm kind of third, fourth generation.
I'm Rose. I've lived in Higher Broughton for the past nearly 40 years now, having come to university.
My name's Laverne Webster. I'm now a community researcher. I've lived in Salford all my life.
So my name is Dawn Devine. I've lived in Salford for 17 years, so I'm an honorary Salfordian. And I live in Irwell Riverside, not far from the Albion School.
My name is Irfan Saeed and I was born in India, but I have been working in different countries of the world.
If all the ice caps melted, or they melted at the speed they're melting now, the actual water level of the Earth will go up. Because a lot of water is tucked away in these massive ice caps. And the water level will go up, and places that are near the coast will get flooded.
When you think about it, the amount of damage that's being done and the rate of which this planet
in the 60
is shrinking,
years,
it's a lot.
We preserve our forest, we will preserve our food.
When you burn something, when you burn wood or anything that's carbon based, like petrol, oil, wood, they're all coal, they're all carbon based. Carbon dioxide goes, this is a layperson, you scientists don't look at me.
That's how I like
it. It goes up to the sky and it kind of there. You think it would actually stop the sun, it might stop the sun getting through, but it actually keeps the heat in a sense.
Sustainability, green jobs, livable cities, renewables, clean water, air, healthy children, etc.
Sounds like our project.
Taking action to reduce the impact of human activity on climate change.
What if it's a big hoax and we create a better world for nothing?
Get it down out.
Have you read that?
It's got pictures in it. And that would have been the hospital there, Salford Royal.
We're going out, we're looking for derelict buildings, empty buildings.
I want to be rich, I want to be famous.
Oh, that would be expensive.
Well, obviously some kind of factory, I don't know, there's machining or... Could have been anything, couldn't it, you know? You're probably to let. So is it Beasley's or Atlas? There's two numbers.
Beasley's, cafes that way. Cup of tea time, Dave.
We are just looking for some empty buildings, but we don't actually find any kind of, so many buildings, but we found a lot of rubbish actually everywhere.
It's about 100 years old, because it says 1920 on the top there, and it's been empty for years that I know of. It's a shame that it's just sat there, really.
I think it is, yeah.
The windows are smashed in and boarded up. The units are in here, are they? That's not actual unit. It's a unit that's for let in this area, Girton Street.
So we literally started from the Broughton Lane, covering all the Cambridge industrial estate, and then we came back to the Kent Street, and finding all the different buildings.
Yeah.
And, they don't care about the environment; they are just kind of the rubbish is outside their industries and shops.
Even there's a lot of derelict buildings. There's still quite a lot of businesses that seem to be quite bustling. But like Irfan said, they don't care about the environment. They're literally, there's piles of rubbish everywhere.
The appearance of the building itself is boring,
Shabby.
It's shabby, it's very bad,
to help us fill this questionnaire about Peel Park?
Collecting and gathering information, and by doing so we're doing questionnaires on the Peel Park area. It's going really well. There's quite a lot of people turned out tonight.
People are keen to give their input.
Had a text message off Lisa. Have a good day, Julie, smash it.
Hi guys.
Do you know where Peel Park is? What do you do when you visit the park?
I go to the museums and things.
How long do you normally stay there?
University or
Historical information, would you like some history about the park?
Yeah.
Do you know about the meadow? You know the meadow?
Yeah, do you know at the other end of the park?
Peel Park's gorgeous, isn't it, Hannah, and all the surrounding area. And all the, you know, you go along with the river and walk and see. There's quite a lot of wildlife down there.
Do you think the park is in good condition? Yeah.
Do you know there's some special bees down there that produce honey like nowhere else? One of the ways to make effects of climate change less harmful is to use less energy. Do you believe that your house is energy efficient?
Do you often visit the park?
Not really, no.
And people seem like very, very interested, knowing about the Peel Park, and they really want to do something for that. So really very positive, yeah. You can see the community spirit and people coming together, talking to each other. That's what I want, that you are a part of a community and people talking to each other. You feel like, yeah, this is what we need in Salford. The deal is if you have sunshine for 2 hours, you'll get a free tan. So I got it, you see.
This is a team effort, and no two people get the same thing out of it, and no two people can put the same thing into it. It's about us all bringing together what we can do, what our skills are, what our knowledge is. How did you feel 12 weeks ago when you started this project, Jackie?
Very apprehensive, a bit worried that I wouldn't be able to tackle what was coming ahead. But I feel that I have. I feel that I've learned a lot more.
12 weeks ago I was sat at home thinking of different ways that could help the community.
I guess I was just really ready for something fresh and new and challenging.
I applied for this because I have a passion and to work as a community researcher.
My light bulb moment was reading a book by Frederick Engels, Condition of the Working Class in England. To me, that's where it all began.
One thing that stuck out for me was when I was on the Meanwhile site one day, I was speaking to this lady, Pauline, and she was saying that even though the other people where she lives are not accessing the Meanwhile site, she's giving the vegetables to them, so they are benefiting from it as well.
Okay.
My main light bulb moment was realising in the greener growing in the schools that the kids aren't being taught from a young age, they're having to learn themselves as they get to a certain age, and it's realising that they're not getting the education that they need.
My light bulb moment was first of all to meet the wonderful colleagues, how amazing experience of working with all of you.
Me and Julie went on a river walk and I've never seen it in the way that I've seen it then. I just thought of it as a river, but it's not a river. It's something more in it.
Okay.
What I've learnt really is that I'm always sitting in meetings or reading research papers about how disengaged and disconnected Salford is, and especially the areas where there's pockets of poverty and deprivation and high crime rates. But actually when you go out into the communities and you speak to people, they're not disengaged or disconnected. They do care about the local communities and they do care about making changes.
I've lived in this community for 30 years, I've knocked on people's doors, and I've found it really refreshing that people are interested, do have opinions, do care about their environment.
Since being on this project, I've not used my car for 5 weeks. It's been a conscious decision not to use that, and I'm going to carry on doing that. I've been cycling or walking. I've tended to recycle more. I've got the kids off my estate where I live, planting all wild flowers in my garden.
I now know that with the knowledge that I've got a lot more knowledge than I did 12 weeks ago, and I now feel comfortable that I could go out there and if someone was to ask me a question I'd be able to answer it straight away and support the evidence to that as well.
I'm hoping, with a bit of help from Mike Thorpe, to form an action group on the floods.
And it shows how we worked as a team and how we connected as a team. We have, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the camera off.